Hey YouTubers, welcome back. This is John Martinez and welcome to Falcon Farms. Let me set this straight here. Okay. Today we're going to talk about the number one killer of indoor houseplants. And that is overwatering. That's right, overwatering. A lot of people don't really realize how much or how little a plant really needs to survive. Anyway, this is overwatering. One of the symptoms of overwatering. Your plants will have a droopiness. The soil is going to be moist, very wet. And what could be the cause of that? One, you may not have proper drainage. Does your container have a hole on the bottom? There could be clogging of the soil in that hole. Or just simply overwatering. Okay, so what do we do to alleviate this problem? Well, once you've tested the soil, you put your finger in there, in the soil, and if it feels a little soggy, a little wet, it's most likely a problem. Okay, so we're going to want to get a new container, and we're going to want to make sure we have the proper drainage in the new container. A big enough hole, not where all the soil is going to pass through, but just big enough to have good drainage. And to add onto that drainage, we're going to put a couple of pebbles in there as a second measure of drainage. The pebbles, you'll put the soil on top. The pebbles will cause a new filtration, an easier escape route for the water. Escape route. Yeah, an escape route. That reminds me of when I was back in the Bronx, back in 1984 it was, that the police, I was, forget about it. Anyway, that's a story in itself. All we want to do is create a new drainage. Once we've done that, we're going to transplant. We're going to take a look at our roots. We're going to make sure that our roots don't have a discoloration, a rustic discoloration. You're going to want to trim all of that off. We'll transplant that plant into a new container, cover it up with soil again. This time, give it a couple of sprays. I use a spray gun, so just lightly, just touch the surface, light surface. Okay? Now, the next step is a biggie. You're going to take that container and find the best place in the house where it can receive the most light, because you want that water to evaporate. Preferably, I like to put it under a work light, a heat lamp that's going to shine right down on it, and come back in a couple of hours, give it the old finger test to make sure that it's nice and dry, and in a day and a half, your plant should be back on the road to recovery. It should be standing up, your stems, and got that greenness, that robust coloring. If not, in a day and a half, if it's not on the way back to recovery, then your plant decided to opt out, and it's committed suicide. And you're saying, why? Why me, Johnny? Hey, you're overwatering, you're drowning the poor thing. This is a living thing here. Come on. I can't take it by the hand all the time. This is a living thing. And you got to treat it as such. Give it some nutrients, sunlight, air. You take care of your plant's going to take care of you. You guys, if you're not a subscriber yet, subscribe and give me a thumbs up. I won't have to come looking for you. God bless.